In this lesson, we're going to talk about rates, ratios, and unit rates. To start off with, a ratio is just simply the comparison of any two numbers that might have different units of measure. And in a ratio, the units of measure are not included. It's just simply the comparison of one number over top of another number. The rate, then, is the comparison of those two quantities that have different units when the units are included. Okay, so the units of measure are included. That's the difference, and the only difference between a ratio and a rate. Okay, the rate includes the units of measure. A unit rate is the rates that are expressed with one of the units, and it's usually the denominator, the rate that's on the bottom that has a quantity of 1. Okay, and then a special ratio that we are going to look at is the ratio of density, and the ratio of density is just comparing mass, okay, which oftentimes is sort of like weight, all right? Mass is weight over volume, okay? Mass over volume, okay? And this is going to be a unit rate. It's going to be a unit rate because the volume is expressed as a unit of 1, okay? So let's look at a common one. So a common unit rate is speed, which is expressed as the distance traveled in an hour. So, and we look at that as miles per hour is how we generally refer to it. Anytime you see the word per, that means for 1 unit, okay? Or in this case, it would be the miles for 1 hour, okay? So if you travel 150 miles in 3 hours, the ratio is 150 over 3, or 150 to 3, right? You notice that there's no units of measure there. Once you include the units of measure, you end up with a rate, okay? This up here is a ratio. Here you end up with a rate of 150 miles in 3 hours. You notice the numbers are exactly the same. The only thing that's changed is that you have the units of measure. And then when we reduce it down to unit rate, okay, because notice that we reduce it down to 1 hour. When we do that, we just say 150 divided by 3, and 150 divided by 3 is 50. So that's how we end up with 50 miles per, or every 1 hour, okay? All right, so let's do some examples. Maria's heartbeat beats 225 times in 3 minutes. Okay, so the rate, remember the rate, it includes the unit, so it's 225 beats, okay? 225 beats, or heartbeats, in 3 minutes, okay? 225 in 3 minutes. So when we divide that, and we can use a calculator here. All right, so we're going to say 225 divided by 3, we end up with, that equals out to 75 beats in 1 minute, okay? Okay, so which we would normally reduce that down or simplify that to 75 beats per minute. Okay, and a lot of times that gets reduced down to even further as 75 BPM, beats per minute. And you'll run into this if you go to take a physical or anything like that, on your paperwork, it'll say, when they check your heart rate, it'll say 75 or whatever your heart rate is, beats per minute or BPM more than likely. All right, next one. 3 cubic yards of concrete weighs 2,400 pounds. What is the density of the concrete? Now remember, we're talking about density here. So remember, density is mass over volume. Mass over volume. All right, so the mass here is 2,400 pounds. Okay, so we have 2,400 pounds. 2,400 pounds, and our volume, it gives us here as 3 cubic yards. Okay. Three cubic yards. So when we simplify that, we're going to say 2,400 divided by 3 and we end up with 800. So that's 800 pounds for every 1 cubic yard. Okay, and you notice that I put abbreviated yard as just YD. And a lot of times there'll even be a simpler abbreviation of 800 pounds, which is LB per cubic yard, so which is yards to the 3rd power. All right. Next one. Ken earns $32 in 4 hours. What is his hourly rate? Okay. That's always important in knowing how much you make per hour. All right, so it's $32. All right, $32 over 4 hours. I'm just going to use HR for hours. Okay, so that when we do that, 32 divided by 4 is just simply $8 per hour. Okay. So he gets $8 an hour for his job. All right. Bobby got a job at the local Walmart stocking shelves. He's paid the minimum wage of $7.25 per hour. How much money does Bobby get paid if he works 6 hours? Well, okay, so this is going the other way. He gets $7.25 per hour for every 1 hour, okay? And he works 6 hours. So instead of 1 hour, we're going to multiply that times 6. That gives us 6 hours. All right? And if we multiply the bottom by 6, we got to multiply the top by 6. So $7.25, okay? $7.25 times 6 is equal to $43.50. All right, so this is going backwards. All right, 40, that's a 3, $43.50 for 6 hours of work. All right, so now another thing that we can use unit rates for is when we go shopping to find out which is a better deal. So a 16-ounce box of crackers costs $3.99 and a 38-ounce box of crackers costs $6.99. Which is the better buy? Well, so we're going to just find the unit rate for both of them. So we're going to say $3.99 for a 16-ounce box. So if we say 3.99 divided by 16. When we do that, we end up with 0.249375. So 0.249375, I believe. Yes, 375. Okay, so if we look at it, this is dollars. Okay, so it's a little, almost 25 cents an ounce. All right, so if we look at for a 38-ounce box for $6.99, so we're going to say $6.99, and a 38-ounce box. Okay, so we do the same thing. $6.99 divided by 38. It is 0.18394. 0.18394. And so that's only 18 cents per ounce. This should say per ounce. Okay, and this is also per ounce. All right, so the better buy is the 38-ounce box is the better buy. Okay, it's a cheaper buy because it costs less per ounce. All right. All right. So one last example. It says Taco Loco is running a special on tacos. You can either buy a 4 taco combo for $3.48. So that is $3.48 for four tacos. All right, or you can buy a 6 taco combo for $4.98. So $4.98 for 6 tacos. All right. So let's see which is the better deal. All right. So we're going to say $3.48 divided by 4 is 87 cents per taco. 87 cents per taco. All right. So let's do the 6 taco meal or combination. So $4.98 divided by 6 is 83 cents per taco. So that is 83 cents per taco. So obviously the 6 taco combo is a better deal. Okay. All right. So that does it for this lesson. Make sure that you have copied all the notes down from the first page or so, and make sure you ask me any questions. If you got them, we'll talk to y'all later on.